Hi, this is Truff LaPlante with WorkXpress. Anna has asked me to give you a quick tour of how we build applications in WorkXpress. So let's get started. First, we'll log into the account portal. And once here, we'll go ahead and spin up a new project. We'll call this today's demo. Give it a little description. And we'll say go. And what's going to happen now is WorkXpress is creating a virtual server and installing operating systems and databases and all the programs that we need to make this work. And we can see down here that our project is currently installing. Okay, we can see that our project, today's demo, is ready. So let's go ahead and jump into that project. I'm going to click the auto login button and maximize my screen. So what we're seeing is a blank screen with some basic functionality that was merged in automatically for us because the WorkXpress knows we probably want users and groups, for example, but we're going to start building new functionality. So again, you should already be familiar with the palette. We're going to use the palette to create our first item type. Let's call it an account, and let's pick an icon for that account. This should work just fine. We've named our account, we've picked an icon, let's hit save. WorkXpress right now is going to automate some basic building block creation for us because it knows we're probably going to want to search our accounts and we're probably going to want to be able to add an account. So it takes care of that for us, but it doesn't do anything that's not a building block. So if there's something we don't like about the automation, we can just simply go in and change it. Here's our search accounts link. I'm going to move it over here. Let's add our first account into the system. Remember, everything about WorkXpress is live and contextual, so this is a live working database application being built. Let's add some fields about our account. We have account name. Let's make an account type. Let's have vendors, clients, partners, media, and others. And there's our first field. Let's also have a field called main address. Let's have a field called main phone number. And let's do a quick reorganization of some of these fields to make it look a little better. There we go. Alright, let's add our first account. I'm going to turn the tools off by clicking here. Now we're seeing exactly what a user would see. So we'll create ABC Company. We'll give it a phone number. And we'll go ahead and add our first company. Alright. Let's create a second item type. We'll call it a contact. And we'll pick an icon. That'll work. And we'll hit save. Again, WorkXpress is going to automate the creation of some building blocks for us, ones that it thinks we probably are going to need. And we should see our search contacts link appear. This over here, the other one, and let's add a contact. Now these contacts could be related to our accounts in several different ways, but let's start adding some fields. Let's add first name, let's add last name, let's add an employer for this contact. So we'll name the field employer, and we're going to pick from a list of accounts. We're going to relate this contact to our account via the employee to employer relationship. And there's our first field. And it's connected properly. You can see it's already searching the database for things that we've added. What else might we want to know about our contact? Probably we want an address. We probably want an email address. We probably want a phone number. And we probably don't want this field on the page. So I'm going to go ahead and click the block, and I'm going to remove that field from the layout. We're going to use it though. I'll show you how in a second. So here's basic information for our contact. Let's go ahead and add some information. We'll turn our tools off. There. Let's add and view this contact. Here we go. Now, a lot of times when we talk about a contact in terms of a title, we probably want to append the last name to the first name and make a name field out of it. So we had a name field before. I'm going to go ahead and create our first action. So I'll use the Actions interface. And anytime a contact saves, I'm going to instruct via Actions the system to create an expression and save it in a target field. So let's create our expression. This is our expression builder. Let's grab some fields off of contact. We have two of them that we know we want. We want first name and last name. And that's our result, so we're good. Let's go over to the formula of the expression builder, and let's append the last name, comma, space, first name. We'll use that expression, Smith, comma, Tom, and we're going to save it in this field, the contact name field. Okay. I'm going to give this action a description. And I'll save it. Alright, that's our first action. I'm going to close this, and if I were to edit this and then save it, it'll run our actions. So we should have a last name, comma, first name. Let's make our page title be contextual. So I'm going to edit the layout for our page title, and I'm going to change the title of that layout. So from our map, I will grab the contact name field. There it is, Smith, comma, Tom. I'll get rid of that standard text, and I'll insert this database driven text. I'll save our layout, update our page. There. So now whenever we look at a contact's homepage, we'll be able to see something a little more contextual and data driven. Let's click over to our employer and make a list of employees on that page. So I'll click on ABC Company, we'll go straight there. Now we'd like to see a list down here of all the employees of ABC Company. So let's add that list. We're going to create a layout. We'll make a list layout. And we want to see a list of contacts, but not just any contact, we want employees. So it's going to, again, automate the creation of some building blocks that it knows we probably need, and it's going to put a list into that spot that we can begin to build out. And there's our list. But our list is a little empty. We probably don't want just the contact name field, we probably want some other fields. So let's reuse some blocks about contact. Let's reuse email. Let's reuse address. Let's reuse telephone number. There. That's a fine start. Let's look at our page. So we can now search our employees however we want based on the fields available, and that's all configurable, customizable. And we can begin to build out our list of employees related to this account. There's many different things that we can do. It's completely up to you. It's completely up to the application that you need. And I encourage you to explore and try new things.